Never underestimate the power of the noodle.
Hey guys, it's Rick here and I feel like talking, so I'm going to talk at you for a while. Hope you enjoyed that intro. Massive thanks to Andy Ramirez for that, an amazing job. So what am I talking about? The noodle. What is the noodle? The noodle is this.
Right, scale practice.
I'm talking about noodling. Every guitar player on the planet does it. I've done it since I first picked up the guitar. It's a national pastime for us. The only problem with it is it can get in the way of making progress. It can really get in the way of making progress. It's a really useful tool. I use it all the time. In fact, it's one of the most enjoyable things. I love nothing more do I love than picking up the guitar and noodling away. Particularly if it's in front of the TV. Just sit there with a guitar and just noodle. It's just fantastic. But when it comes to serious practice, it can really get in the way and kind of stop you from making gains in the practice room, which is really important. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the bad points here. One thing that I find with noodling is that you'll do it without realizing it. So let's say you want to sit down in the practice room and you want to improve your technique by practicing some scales. Before you know where you are, you're noodling away. So you're not concentrating on what you're doing. At the same time, generally when you noodle, you don't really pay that much attention to what's happening technically. So you may well be picking up a lot of bad habits by doing this. So it can be quite detrimental to your playing if you let it. I think the important thing is to stay aware and try not to do it subconsciously. Try not to slip into that, because you can waste countless hours doing that and you actually don't improve at all. So what you want to do is concentrate on getting your practice done. Concentrate on focusing on the job at hand. So if you want to work on your scales, concentrate on that and don't deviate by letting the noodle overtake you. The power of the noodle is strong, that's for sure. So like I say, you can really develop bad habits because when you're not looking at what's going on, these things can creep into your playing. Before you know where you are, you're doing things that you didn't before, in a bad way, that is. So you've got to really be careful of doing this. So just try and stay conscious of when you're doing it and stop it. Noodling is really, really important though. It's one of the most important things, especially when it comes to creativity. A lot of the tunes that I've written, some of the best tunes I feel that I've written have come about when I'm just noodling. You know, so in terms of creativity, it's really, really important that you are able to do that. Not only that, it's just coming up with new ideas, new licks, new lines, you know. So noodling is really, really important, but the important thing is to not let it slip into your practice routine. So what I like to do is I like to get everything done. I like to get all my practice done, whatever it is, and then leave the noodling till afterwards. You know, that way you get the best out of both worlds. So hopefully that's answered some of your questions about the noodle. Hope you've enjoyed this session. I look forward to catching up with you guys real soon. Peace.